Assalamu alaikum. I am Amiyo Bhattacharjee. I will take math class today of class 8. My dear students, I think all of you will cooperate. Thank you very much. In our some previous classes, I tried to make you understand the theorem of circle. Just see, suppose this is a circle. What we proved there? AB and CD. AB and CD are equal. The chords are equal. The chords AB and CD are equal. And this is the perpendicular. This is the perpendicular. Suppose OM and ON. There we proved that OM equals to ON. That means the equal chords are equidistant from the center, and is vice versa. That means the chords which are equidistant from the center are also equal. Okay, but the question is there: if the two chords are not equal, that means suppose this is a circle, this is the center, this is a chord AB, and this is a chord, suppose CD. If these two chords are not equal, then what will happen? Can you tell me? Yes, the larger chord here, this is the perpendicular, suppose, and this is the perpendicular. This is OM and this is ON. What concludes here? That from the center O, OM is the distance, and from the center O, ON is also the distance. Sorry. আমরা এইটাই স্যার তারপর ফোন করতে স্যার ফোন করে আমাকে আপডেট দিতে আচ্ছা আমি এই ক্লাস স্যার 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 ম্যাথস স্যার আমি ওই যে ওই একটা থিওরাম আছে না যে গ্রেটার কোয়ার্ট ইজ নিয়ার টু দ্য সেন্টার শর্টার ওইটা দিতে স্যার আসলে I'm sorry. So anyway, here OM is the perpendicular, here ON is the perpendicular, and that day I told you that the perpendicular indicates the distance. So OM is the distance of the chord AB from the center, as well as ON is the distance of the chord CD from the center O. Now what is seen here? It is seen that OM is less than ON. Have you got it? OM is less than ON. Okay? So we have to prove this here. Of two chords, the larger chord, okay, is nearer to the center than the other. We have to prove it. The larger chord is nearer to the center than the other. Okay, so let's write down exercise 10.2. Write down. Of two chords, prove that of two chords the larger chord is nearer to the center than the other. Write down. Prove that of two chords, the larger chord is nearer to the center than the other. Very important to be given in the examination. Write down. Prove that of two chords, the larger chord is nearer to the center than the other. Exercise 10.2. Exercise 10.2. 10.2. Okay. Now we'll draw the figure. Suppose this is a circle and this is the center. Okay. Have you seen? Now two chords have been drawn here. One is AB and the other one is CD. Of these two chords, AB is larger than CD, right? I have drawn a circle having two unequal chords. AB is larger than CD. AB is greater than CD. Okay. Then what we did there? Always we used to draw perpendiculars. Perpendiculars have been drawn. Perpendiculars. This is N and this is N. Okay, write down. Let in a circle, I told you there, you have to name the circle. So what is the name of the circle here? ABDC. Let in a circle ABDC with center O. You have to always mention it. The name of the circle as well as the center of the circle. Let in a circle ABDC with center O the chord AB greater than the chord CD. Okay, it is given. And OM perpendicular AB, always you have to mention it. OM perpendicular to AB, comma, ON perpendicular to CD. It is to prove that which one is nearer to the center. Definitely we can see that OM is less than ON. Write down. Construction. We join O, A and O comma C. Okay. Now complete the figure by joining O and A and O and C. I think all of you have copied. Now proof. The same figure AB CD. This is the center O M. This is N. Okay. The same figure, huh? Okay. We have the same figure. Now write down proof. Steps on justification. Number 1. What we have got? We have got OM perpendicular AB. Write down OM perpendicular AB in the particular enunciation, and ON perpendicular to CD, right? It is given. In the exercise 10.1, you were taught that a perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to a chord bisects it. What is that? Suppose this is a circle, it is the center and it's a chord. If a perpendicular is drawn here, a perpendicular has been drawn from the center to any chord other than diameter, then what happens, you know? Then this and this are equal. Suppose it is D, it is A, and it is B. If it is perpendicular, that means AD equals to BD. This is the formula. Okay? AD equals to BD. So any of them is half the whole. Any of them means what? It can be written AD equals to BD equals to half of AB. Half of AB. AD equals to BD equals to half of AB. You understand? Suppose the chord its length is 10 centimeter. If AB is 10 centimeter, then AD equals to 5 centimeter. BD equals to 5 centimeter. Half the hole, here the length of the whole curve is 10 centimeter. So its half is 5 centimeter. You understand? Then we can write here, we can write AM. AM equals to half of AB as well as CN equals to half of CD. Can you write? Yes, we can write. The justification is the perpendicular drawn from the center to a chord, of course here other than diameter, okay. This is the justification. You have to get it, okay. Now number 2. In number 2, what was given in the particular enunciation? That the length of the chord AB is greater than the length of the chord CD. It was given in the particular enunciation. Can you remember? In the particular enunciation, what was given? AB greater than CD. That's good. But in step 1, we have half AB, half CD. So isn't it better to multiply it by half? That means half of AB is greater than half of CD, multiplying by half, multiplying by half. We have multiplied by half. Now, what is half of AB? In step 1, half of AB was AM. Have you seen? In the step 1, what was half of AB? Half of AB was written as by AM. So we can put that half of AB means AM. Okay. It is greater than, okay, it is greater than. Half of CD in step 1, it was written. What was written? CN. It is CN. Okay. I can write here from step 1. From step 1. Okay. So we have written, or we can write here AM square is greater than CN square by squaring. Okay. And this is, okay, sorry. Copy it. If you fail to understand anywhere, you please let me know. Let me know if you fail to understand anywhere. Okay, then I am going to step 3. Now step 3. See, this is a right angle triangle, right? Okay. What we are getting here? We are getting, suppose, AMO. AMO. It is a right angle triangle. So we can apply here the theorem of Pythagoras. The theorem of Pythagoras. That means we can write in triangle AOM, angle AMO, this is AMO is equal to one right angle. Sorry, I have written it in short. Right angle. In triangle AOM, angle AMO is equal to one right angle. So now I can apply the theorem of Pythagoras, and you know, therefore, what is that theorem? Here it is the hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So what are the other two sides? Here AM square plus OM square. Have you seen? This is the hypotenuse, definitely it is the largest one. So its square is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. This square plus this square. Okay. Now we can write here, therefore OA square is equal to AM square plus OM square. It is equation 1. This is 1. By Pythagoras theorem. By, the side note here is to be written by the theorem of Pythagoras. By Pythagoras theorem. Again, in the same way, in triangle CON, have you seen the triangle CON here? Which angle is equal to one right angle? Angle CNO is equal to one right angle. Is equal to one right angle. Okay. Have you seen the figure? This is CON. Suppose this is, okay, this is C, this is N, and this is O. This is one right angle. So what is the hypotenuse here? Can you tell me what is the hypotenuse? This is the hypotenuse. So we can write here OC square is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. That means CN square plus ON square. Same. I mean by applying the theorem of Pythagoras. And this is equation 2. In the step 4, we get OA equals to OC. Can you tell me why they are equal? Just let me know why they are equal. OA equals to OC. OA and OC are equal. Let me know why they are equal. Can you write me? They are equal because we know all the radii of a circle of the same circle are equal. What is meant by this? Suppose we have drawn a circle, we can draw too many radius here, and all the radius here are equal. So the plural of radius is called radii. RADII. This is the plural of radius. So here we have drawn a circle having too many radii, and these are the radii of the same circle and they are equal. Okay, so we can write a side note here. The radii of the same circle are equal. Write down the radii of the same circle are equal. Okay, the radii of the same circle are equal, and we see that OA and OC, they are the radii here. Then we can write down, implies that OA square equals to OC square. Again by squaring, by squaring. What is meant by this? As they are a square here in step 3, OA square and OC square. So we have squared this OA square and this OC square. Okay. Now what is OA square and what is OC square? Have you seen what is OA square and what is OC square? What is OA square? OA square means AM square plus OM square. And what is OC square? OC square means CN square plus ON square. Okay, from step 3. Okay, try to understand. I have just put it from step 3. OA square equals to AM square plus OM square. AM square plus OM square equals to OA square. In the same way, OC square. OC square means what? You see, CN square plus ON square. CN square plus ON square. And it was found in step 3. Okay. Now, can you just remember what was written at the end of step 2? At the end of step 2, please, it is the high time to understand. At the end of step 2, it was written that AM square, AM square is greater than CN square. It was written, right? Okay. Now, just see one thing. Suppose 7 plus 3 equals to what? 10. is equal to 6 plus 4. Can you write? We can write. Their sum is 10 and their sum is also 10, right? Now see, here 7 is greater than 6, right? Okay. Here 7 is greater than 6. 7 is greater than 6, right? Okay. Now, can we tell, just to maintain the equilibrium, can you tell here that yes, these three is less than this 4? Okay. 7 plus 3 equals to 10. We can write is equal to 6 plus 4. So one is greater than the other. 7 is greater than the 6. 7 is greater than 6. To maintain the equilibrium, we get here 3 less than 4. Okay. That means here this a n square is greater than c n square. Here a n square is greater than c n square. A n square is greater than c n square. Okay. I repeat, a n square greater than c n square. Then what will be? This O n square will be less than O n square. Okay. O n square is less than O n square. Okay. Write down, implies that O n square is less than O n square. A n square is greater than c n square. I have written the justification. That was in the step 2. This one is greater than this one, so this one is smaller than this one. From here we can write ON is less than ON. That is proof. Dear students, if you fail to understand, please write me. It is geometry. You have to pay attention. Okay. So I think all of you have got. One has written that the last part has not been got. Okay. The last part means number 4. Okay. Number 4. You see the radius OA equals to radius OC, right? Okay. I have squared both the sides here. Okay. Now what I have done here, I have just put the values here. This, it has been obtained from the step 3, and this is also. It has also been obtained from the step 3. I gave you an example, that is, you see, suppose we are here, okay? What the example was given? Suppose 7 plus 3 can be written 2 plus 8. Can it be written? Okay, now see here, 7 is greater than 2, right? That means this am square is greater than this cn square. Have you seen here? Am square greater than cn square, it was found at the last of the step 2. This one is greater than this one. Okay, so what can be found here? This 3 is less than this 8. Okay, 3 is less than 8. So this is less than this. OM square is less than ON square. As this is greater than this, so this is less than this. Okay, so this is all here. Homework. Prove that just it's vice versa. Okay, I want to see. Prove that of 2 chords prove that of 2/3 the chord nearer to the center is larger than the other. What is meant by this? Suppose this is a circle and this is the center. We have drawn 2 chords and this is the perpendicular. Suppose this is AB, it is CD. This is O, this is N, and this is N. These are the perpendiculars. Okay? What is given here? At first, try to understand the question. Of 2 chords, okay, the chord nearer to the center. Which one is nearer to the center? Which chord is nearer to the center? AB. Which chord is nearer to the center? AB. This AB and this is CD. So we have to prove that this AB is greater than CD. What is given? This is nearer chord. That means it is given OM is less than ON. Okay? Perpendicular indicates the distance. OM, it is given. It is given. OM is less than ON. So what is to prove here? To prove AB is greater than CD. It is your homework. Okay? It is your homework. You will do this math, and in your group, you will just upload it by getting photo. Okay, dear students, I know that some of you did not attend in the class of Pythagoras theorem. I am going to this Pythagoras theorem in another alternative way. That is, suppose Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem, alternative way. It will not take time. It is very easy. Suppose this is okay. This is a right angle triangle. Here, this is X, this is Y, and this is Z. Suppose. Okay. So, what is to prove? To prove that the square of hypotenuse, is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. It is to prove. Please try to understand. In this triangle, three lengths of three sides were given. At first, the first condition is the triangle must be a right angle triangle. Okay. Please pay attention here. Suppose I have taken a line. Okay. From here, it is suppose X and it is suppose Y. This is X and this is Y. Any line has been taken. This part is X and this part is Y. It is possible. Yes, it is possible. And in the exercise 8.2, the last construction was the length of a side of a square is given. We have to construct a square, right? So suppose this one is the length of a square, right? This one is wholly and fully the length of a square. So is it possible to draw a square like this? This is the square. Okay. So this is right angle. This is right angle. This is right angle. And this is right angle. Okay. Have you seen here? Okay. Now, from here, this length X, please try to understand, this is X, you cut it X. That means this part is now X and this part is now Y. This whole length is equal to this whole length, okay? So, if the part of X has been cut off, then the remaining part will be equal to Y. In the same way, here we cut off X, it is Y. Here also, this is X and this is Y, right? Have you got it? So, I can, it is XY, so it is Z. This is x, this is y, so it is z. This is x, this is y, it is z. This is x, this is y, and it is z. Okay? Have you seen the figure? Now, what is seen here? Have you seen? We have got a right angle triangle here, 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 and here. They are right angle triangle. Okay? Right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. Okay? Everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. And their base and height x and y. Okay? So, what is the area? Can you tell me just what is the area of this part? What is the area of this triangle? What is the area of this triangle? Can you tell me? What is the area of this triangle? Can you tell me? Half into base into height, half xy. Half into base into height, half xy. Okay, you know it. And you have been doing it from class 7 perhaps. The area of a right angle triangle, half into base into height. Okay. Similarly, we have a right angle triangle here, whose area is also half into base into height. Whose area is also half into base into height. Okay. This is that half into base into height. This is also half into base into height. Okay. Similarly, the area of this half into base into height. Same half into xy. So we are getting 4 into half xy. Have you seen? This is half xy. This is half xy. This is half xy. This is half xy. What we are getting? We are getting 4 half xy. Half xy, half xy, half xy, half xy. So 4. There are 4 right angle triangles. Okay. Now, suppose area of this part. This is the A square. Okay, and its area is length of all sides is z, right? So its area will be z square. Okay, if the length of one side of a square is z, so its area will be z square. Very good. So what we have done, we have taken all the areas here. There are 5 figures here. Okay, and we have taken the area of all the figures. Very good. So now the area of the whole square is what? This square. So this is equals to what? X plus y. X plus y square. Now we get here 2xy plus z square is equal to here x square plus 2xy plus z square. See, 2xy and 2xy will be omitted from both the sides, and we will be left with z square equals to x square plus y square. This is proved. Let me know if you don't understand. Okay, dear students, that's all today. Thank you very much. Best of luck. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.